Hello guys, and welcome back to Mr. Hurricane Boy. Today we will be taking a look at r/AwfulEverything. This will be my 5th episode of my Reddit series, so I hope you buckle in, because this will be an awful ride. So enjoy. So the first two that you'll see I briefly covered in my previous episode on Roast Me. That's because I found it while scrolling through, because I didn't realize that I got out of Roast Me. So we're going to talk about those two first in more depth. So this one reads, apparently female teachers can't rape underage male students. The oral teacher charged with having sex with a 15-year-old student. She's pregnant, cops say. A John I. Smith K-8 center teacher who was charged with having an inappropriate relationship and sex with a 15-year-old former student of hers told a Doral detective she was pregnant, said Ray Valdez, a Doral spokesman. Jake DZZ says, and I agree with this, society makes young men/boys out to be a willing participant because men are like, I would totally hit that at 15. At 15, I would hit that 12 times in 2 hours and fall in love. Thing is, female teachers know that and use their lack of control in raising hormones, which makes them predators. Just because they're easy prey doesn't mean they aren't prey. Yeah, boys want to do it. That's the way they get manipulated into it. They don't say rape. They say had sex. Manipulative rape. Yeah. I don't get when this is used for the statutory rape when it comes from boys. When it comes to boys people. But if a girl the same age wants to be sexual with an adult, people say she's getting manipulated. Why couldn't the boy be manipulated as well? Double standards. Exactly this. Victim male is a hero. Victim male is a hero, a king among his peers, and he feels totally messed up over it and is traumatized. A girl is a slut, using her wiles to seduce an otherwise outstanding pillar of the community. Well, my guess is he isn't traumatized, but it's fucked up. Yeah, then if they can get pregnant, they're fucked over with child support. The kid's right teacher was caught with a 15-year-old. I'm happy the rapist is gonna get locked up to be prevented from endangering, grooming, and abusing any younger children. I'm pretty sure this kid will be forced to pay child support, though, if she keeps the kid. You're like, what the fuck does a grown woman want to do with a 15-year-old? A baby, they're too fucking mad to find a man her own age, so she takes advantage of a child to get what she wants. But this can't be raped. It's absolutely rape. But they do the same thing to girls. The male teacher was never raped. It always seems to be a sexual relationship. For some reason, it morally offends people to say the word rape, but the act itself isn't such a big deal. Boys raped by teachers call lucky, told to be grateful. Girls raped by teachers are accused of being sluts or doing it for an academic advantage. I think you messed up. It says different stories, same ending, but I'm pretty sure it's supposed to be same stories, different endings. Yeah, you're right. That's why I think it's good to call it what it is. It's rape. The more they point it out, it is rape regardless of the gender, the better. Keep drawing attention to it. I don't get why OP seems to want to somehow make it a gender issue. Like somehow girls/women get better treatment when raped. They get better treatment when they rape. Lucky son of a bitch. What articles say that male teachers had sexual relationships with instead of sexually assaulted or raped? I've only seen articles saying male teacher, age of teacher, sexually assaults/rapes, female student, age of student. But then, female teacher, insert age of teacher, had sexual relations with male student, age of student. I just called it. The first 5 links at least call it a scandal or sex, not rape. The writers want to make it sound like it was mutual. It's not disgusting nor morally corrupt. It's inappropriate. It's an actual joke that people don't catch themselves writing this shit. Nope, they're called dream makers. And this boy will pay child support to his rapist. Nice. So here's the one. And so W, this one made me throw up in my mouth. Yeah. One thing I realized is that antis just say, stop fucking animals. Like a tweet is really going to change our entire identity and sexual orientation. Stay mad? So you file pride. Couldn't be ill in the mind. I throw up too. Nope, that's fucked up. This isn't really a thing now, is it? These people need mental homes, not Jesus. Jesus would reject. Words cannot describe this, but numbers can. 911. A baseball bat or a prison time will change their mind, but their rectal cavity would be getting splunked. Or they'd just get curb stomped. Can we just flamethrower them instead? Oh, baby. Flaming warfare for this time? Go. Yay! God is dead, and we killed him. So, I'm gonna type this and sing it. Absolutely awful. This is rape. Animals can't consent. This is just like having sex with a minor. No consent. Honestly, I'm not even a Christian, but I'm pretty sure Jesus didn't die to repent sins of people like this. At this point, they're a lost cause. And I sure hope hell is real. So I really hope hell is real. So they can have a lifetime stay. Yay. They find a whopping 100. No. Oh my god. No. A 2-year undercover investigation filmed the top managers of Kellogg's and Nestle surreptitiously bragging about bribing the minister of New Guinea to forcibly remove children from their parents, brutalizing workers to harvest palm oil and destroying the environment. Nestle and Kellogg's linked to shocking palm oil abuse in Papua New Guinea. Palm oil companies selling to European brands boasted about the use of child labor and beating the local people. My face, it's shocked. I cannot believe what's going on. It's so difficult to avoid palm oil-based products, but if you can, please do, unless it's sourced ethically It'll be coming from these rancid and rampant companies and should legitimately no longer be supported. Nestle is well known for pulling this kind of unethical shit. That's been public knowledge for years. Also, fuck Nestle. Thank you. Is it really shocking though? I mean, is anything shocking at this point when it comes to these gluttons? Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to read the article to you guys. So I hope you enjoy the little read aloud. Nestle and Kellogg's linked to shocking palm oil abuse in Papua New Guinea. A 2-year agreeing close. A 2-year investigation by internal NGO Global Witness has revealed the shocking extent of human rights abuses and rampant deforestation in Papua New Guinea. The South Pacific nation is home to the world's third largest remaining rainforest, a critical carbon sink, helping to mitigate the climate crisis. But under firms supplying household names like Nestle, Kellogg's, and Colgate, tens of thousands of hectares of tropical forests are being destroyed. Papua New Guinean communities have managed to protect their forests sustainably for countless generations, Layla Stanley, senior investigator at Global Witness, said. This investigation shows how they're being sold out by their own government and global financial institutions in favor of a small number of highly destructive companies with devastating human rights and environmental consequences. As this tainted palm oil continues to circulate in European supply chains, the NGO is calling for the strong EU action to stop complicity and demand change in the industry. What did Global Witness uncover? Global Witness's investigation exposed the exploited action of the country's 3 newest palm oil plantations, including the East New Britain Resources Group, ENB. On tape, top ENB executives who recorded bragged to undercover investigators that they had bribed a Papua New Guinean minister, paid police to brutalize villagers, used child labor, and participated in an apparent tax evasion scheme. In the village of Wat Wat, men and boys as young as 16 were dragged from their beds one night in July 19. When the boys woke up, they were at gunpoint. They tied their hands at the back and were blindfolded their faces so they could not see, a resident said. When the boys woke up, they were at gunpoint. 5 youths were beaten and held for weeks, part of a sustained pattern of abuse directed at communities suspected of opposing the company's ravaging activities. Asked by Global Witness whether anything good had come from palm oil development, another villager said, only destruction. A second palm oil firm, Himbunan Hajau, ignored repeated and avoidable worker deaths and injuries on its plantations, with at least 11 workers and the child of a worker losing their lives over an 8-year period. The NGO's investigation also raises serious concerns that plantations such as these were operating on grabbed land in violation of land laws in Papua New Guinea. Why is the Papua New Guinean rainforest so important? Covering half of the massive planet of New Guinea, Papua New Guinea, PNG, not PNG5, okay, I'm not going to say that, is one of the most biodiverse places in the world. It sustains at least 5% of all species on Earth, many found nowhere else, forest dragons, tree kangaroos, resplendent birds of paradise, and the only known night-blooming orchid. Billions of metric tons of carbon are stored in its towering trees, making them a vital carbon sink and a key resource in the fight against climate change. All this is imperiled by the palm oil industry, Global Witness has discovered through using satellite imagery, analyzing company records, and interviewing local people. The threat is growing. By 2030, the PNG government is aiming for a tenfold expansion in oil palm cultivation to 1.5 hectares compared to about 150,000 hectares in 2016. Who is handling the tainted palm oil? For the first time, the extensive investigation has revealed that dirty palm oil and its byproducts are being sold to household brands like Kellogg's, Nestle, Colgate, Danone, Hershey, and the parent companies of Imperial Leather and Strepsils. It's not just names on our supermarket shelves that are complicit. Two of the palm oil suppliers receive direct and indirect banking from global finances such as Robeco and BlackRock. The investigation is yet further confirmation that the global financial system is broken. The business as usual, voluntary approach of past years has lessened a climate crisis, says investigator Mrs. Stanley. Firms like BlackRock talk a big game on the commitment, tackling climate change and protecting human rights. Yet our revelations show us money is ultimately financing the destruction of climate crucial forests, the use of child labor, and other human rights abuses. It's increasingly urgent that governments legislate to prevent supply chains and global financiers bankrolling deforestation and human rights abuses. What can European companies and citizens do? The presence of the liquid gold foodstuff in so many of our products puts pressure on us all to push for change. Global Witness points to the upcoming EU legislative proposal in tackling deforestation, set to be published on November 17th, as an opportune moment to do so. The European Commission's current approach reportedly has several loopholes, which will limit its aim at addressing tainted products in the EU's supply chains. To stop enabling human rights abuses and environmental degradation in Papua New Guinea, the proposal must also require compliance with international human rights instruments and principles, such as obtaining free, prior, informed consent FPIC, of indigenous peoples and local communities. Without this, EU-based businesses are relying on uneven national standards, and EU consumers cannot guarantee we are purchasing deforestation-free products. Oh my god, that was so... I actually want to, scream. Also, this was a lot. Not that bad, actually. It felt like a while because I was reading it out loud. But thank you, Omar Cage, for posting the full article. I'm gonna get off of this before I want to cry. Now this is privilege. Party foul. Family throws welcome home bash for alleged gunman's teen victim still in coma. Alleged? I know, right? His mom literally went on TV and said he went back to school with a gun and shot those people. There's no alleged about that. He's a piece of shit. He should not be out of jail. He's a good kid. Now the bully learned a valuable lesson. What the fuck, really? Yep, the kid got into a fist fight, and after the fight was over, he pulled out a gun. He shot his 25-year-old English teacher in the back, broken ribs and collapsed lung. Fucking school shooter brought a gun to school, and everyone is acting like he's a victim because he's a black person. He's also 18 too. He should have enough common sense to not bring a fucking gun to school. And now I'm going to read these because we have some articles, and the tea is about to spill all over the place. Suspected Texas high school gunman released on bail 1 day after his teacher and student shot. No. I can't believe this. The Texas student who was allegedly opened fire at his high school, injuring 4 people, including a teacher, was sprung from jail on Thursday afternoon, as an attorney joined him and says that the case wasn't a standard issue school shooting. Timothy George Simpkins, 18, who attends Timberview High School in Arlington, will report to home confinement after he posted $75,000 bond at Tarrant County Jail. News station WFAA reported. Simpkins, who was wearing a blue baseball cap and graphic t-shirt, didn't answer questions from reporters as he was escorted into the jailhouse by two relatives into the back seats of a white Mercedes sedan. As part of the conditions of his release, he also have to submit drug and alcohol testing and wear a GPS monitoring device. Civil rights attorney Kim T. Cole, who was spoken on behalf of the family, blasted reporters outside the jail for portraying the dangerous incident as a standard issue school shooting. There are numerous school shootings that have occurred across the country which are tragic. All school shootings are tragic, Cole said. However, in this situation, this is not someone who was just out to go and shoot a school and made up their mind and said, hey, I'm gonna shoot at everyone I see. That's not the situation here. So I request the media character narrative with regard to what happened, and they should all respect the family's privacy. He continued, I'm sorry. I didn't realize that you need privacy after you literally murdered somebody. It's like, I'm pretty sure people that murder someone should never have privacy ever again, or for a long time. After one day, he didn't learn shit. He learned shit. He learned absolutely crap. He learned nothing. The fuck? A family spokeswoman has claimed that he acted out of self-defense after being robbed and targeted by bullies. That's not what happened. Footage on social media allegedly showed Simpkins getting into an altercation during class with another student that escalated to gunfire Wednesday. The fight was broken up and the two students calmed down. But then, Simpkins pulled a firearm from his orange backpack. No. Do I have to allow? I can't read. I cannot. I'm sorry, guys. My screen is like frozen. Good. And fired several shots that struck 3 people, according to an arrest warrant on Thursday. Kevin Petit, a 25-year-old English teacher who jumped in to break the fight, was shot in the back, suffering broken ribs and a collapsed lung, according to police and his family. The other victims were identified as Zacchaeus Selby, Ayamofe Olawepo, and Parisa Altima. Like a Nissan Altima. According to a bond document obtained by Dallas News, people said a 15-year-old boy was in critical condition, while a teenage girl who was raised by a bullet has been discharged from the hospital. The fourth victim, a pregnant woman, was injured during a fall during the shooting, but received medical care on the scene, police said. Simpkins was charged with 3 counts of aggravated assault with a deadly weapon. So we are going to take a look at second. Family of suspected Texas school shooter says teen was bullied for fancy clothes, $35,000 car. The student accused of opening fire at a Texas high school has been bullied over his financially blessed family, fancy clothes, and $30,000 car, and bought a handgun for protection, his relatives say. You're telling me you opened fire because someone was fucking bullying you? I'm sorry. He's not a threat to your life. And now, because you got into a fight because someone was a little angry because he was a little jealous, you killed a fucking teacher. Because someone was jealous. This guy does not deserve a $35,000 car. He does not deserve a blessed family. Honestly, at this point, I don't even think he deserves a family. And he definitely does not deserve fancy clothes. He can go rot in jail in his one prison uniform. And you better hope that he drops the soap. Timothy George Simpkins, 18, a student at Timberview High School in Arlington, was charged with 3 counts of aggravated assault with a deadly weapon after turning himself in Wednesday afternoon. Oh, I know. He got a life sentence because he turned himself in. Yay! I told people what I did. Yay! Now I get a less. I don't understand that. I'm sorry. I don't care that you told the truth. You still did it. I don't care what the fuck was going on in your mind at the time. You did it. You need to suffer the consequences. That's why you don't live in the moment. You need to think before you act. He was robbed. It was recorded. It happened not once. It happened twice. He was scared. He was afraid. Carol Harrison Lafayette, who said she's a relative speaking for Simpson's family, told reporters. A cousin sent tweetbread, wrote on social media. It could have been a decision that he was trying to committed suicide. That he was trying to protect himself. They were blessed financially, the Daily Mail said. Wheatbread wrote on Facebook that at the end of the day, my little cousin was bullied. I don't know to feel about this. He no bad kid. She shared a video of the fight that police have confirmed took place inside the school before shooting. Though it was unclear whether or not it was taken Tuesday or Wednesday, according to the Daily Mail. We have to take a look at the fact that the bullying is real, and it takes us all, and I do apologize. We ask as a family for forgiveness for any type of hurt, Harrison Lafayette said, adding that this bullying had been reported to the teachers and principals. He was able to get things that other teachers was going to have because he wore nice cars, because he drove nice cars. He was like a target. Well, that doesn't mean he needs to use that kid and his teacher as targets for its gun. Huh? She told her reporters and described him as an outgoing, loving person. The Atlanta Journal-Constitution reported, I'm trying to justify the gun that was brought, but when you're being bullied, when there's bullies throughout the nation, do you hear of young people committing suicide? She said, according to the paper. The decision he made, taking the gun, we're not justifying that. Harrison Lafayette continued, that was not right, but he was trying to protect himself. My God, I'm so scared. I'm being bullied. I need to kill someone. I'm scared. Yeah, that's not going to happen. And so we hope the police department does the investigation properly. There are going to be independent investigations that are going to be done so we can get to the bottom of what happened. She added, he's been around his grandmother, his loving mother. They taught him to love, and he was a giver. Mostly well liked up until the point where he got into his senior year. He was looking forward to graduating and doing something with his life. When asked about bullying allegations by some parents, school spokesman Don Williams said the Mansfield district is conducting a full investigation. What I will say is that we take the safety and our security of our students and our faculty and staff seriously, she reportedly said. Arlington Assistant Police Chief Kevin Colby said during a news conference Wednesday afternoon that the shooting stemmed from a fight that broke out in a classroom. People have since liked 2 videos shared in the social media of a fight in a classroom to the shooting. NBC DFW reported. I can confirm that we are aware of both videos, and we believe they show the fight that took place this morning prior to the shooting. Police spokesman Tim Siesco said, according to the station, they are being looked at as part of this investigation. A 15-year-old boy remained in critical condition after being shot, police said. A 25-year-old man, his teacher, who was shot, is in good condition, along with a teenage girl who was not struck by gunfire, according to cops. But what the fuck does she matter if she didn't get shot? A pregnant teacher was also injured after she fell during the incident, but was not hospitalized. Someone said, Simpson is being held on a $75,000 bond. And we're going to do like 1 or 2 more stories, and then that'll be it. I'm pretty sure Nicholas Cruz, Dylan Roof, TJ Lane, Devin Erickson, the list goes on, are still alive. I think it's categorized as a mass shooter. His only target was the teacher. What the fuck? He got in a fight and it wasn't even with his teacher in this. I don't think he's being categorized as a mass shooter. He's only target with the teacher. Oh my God, he broke up a fight. I want to kill him so bad. Yeah, bitch, you're getting a down vote. He's still a piece of shit though. Good Good. That is absolutely vile, but please do not encourage suicide. What makes you think people view him as a victim? Clearly his family does, but that's the family. LMAO, typical white person trying to make it seem like this was the deadliest mass shooting in history, even though no one died. There's not a single drop of white blood in me. My dad's side came from Vietnam, and my mom's from China. And thanks for telling us you are a racist subhuman who believes in black supremacy. The fact that you use typical white person to insult me shows me just how much of a subhuman you are. And my god, I can't stand degenerates like you. White person says something offensive and you call for the death. But when a black person is a violent psychopath, you are given the first chance to defend them. Yay! That's not his point. That's not the point of his, though. It's not the worst shooting, but it's still a school shooting. The people that I shot are still injured, and one is in a coma. What if he or she doesn't make it out alive? Can you tell me how many school shooters were white versus black? And then tell me how many and which ones got out on bail? And which of those families threw a party to celebrate him getting out on bail? This is awful. Cat rapes dogs and stores child porn. Gets 20 years in jail. Florida man strikes again. Florida vet gets 22 years for sexually abusing dogs, storing child porn. Did this motherfucker just do like 8 years of schooling just so he could abuse animals? He also created Animal Crush videos. Being a dog catcher is less lucrative and probably prevents access to drugs to make the dogs unconscious. I imagine most dogs would get kind of pissed off when certain foreign objects into them while they're awake. It's more disturbing after reading your username. Anal streams only violent farts, don't worry. And one guy, one jar. If that doesn't make your anus stream, I don't know what will. Maybe some pepper spray there afterwards. I'm gonna upvote, but I don't fucking want to. Alright, now imagine some Gold Bond extra strength blue bottle up there. That's enough out of you. He's pulling stuff in and not taking it out. Hey, those broken hollow sounding glass shards came out. Maybe the jar of hornets is currently on the front page. First time I saw that video, my butthole pulled so hard I had a 6-pack. Oh my god. This is the same text. This is a text string from one of the students that was there during the mass shooting of the person we just heard about. Mom, there's a shooting. Mom, help. Where? Please, school. Mom, for real. I'm calling police. Where are you? School. Mrs. Herrera. Mom, I'm scared. Are you safe? I don't know, Mom. That's terrifying. Like, imagine your mom and your son says, Mom, there's a shooting. Mom, help. Please, school. Mom, for real. School. Mrs. Herrera. Mom, I'm scared. I don't know, Mom. America. Shithole country number 1. Yep. Weak effort. Why are people seeing this fake when there's a literal link in the comments? Made a fucking heart skip a beat. I would fucking kill that little bastard. This should have not the boy in the text hope they are okay. Why text and not call? Fake. Why would you call? The ringtone would alert the shooter. You calling someone would alert the shooter? Really now? Talking is louder than texting. A fair argument. But you calling someone's not going to make you heard. The receiver of the call's ringtone. No, that's not that bad of an idea. My 7-year-old son has a daily task list. He gets $1 if it gets completed. At the end of the month, he has bills to pay and pays them to me. Honestly, I'm a child, and that doesn't seem that bad because he's learning financial skills at an early age. It's not that bad. Because this really is teaching him how to be more financially responsible. Because the bills, so $20 to $30. Rent, $5. Electricity, $2. iPad Wi-Fi, $2. $9. That means that every month he has an allowance of $20 if he does tasks every single day. It's basically chore money, but also teaching him how to be financially responsible without being like, oh, here's $6 a day. No, I mean like $10 a day and rent $100, Wi-Fi $200, and not being like that obnoxious with the pricing. I say this is actually a very decent way to get your kids to become more financially stable. Also, I love when my mom wanted to do this because you're getting money. So I think this will be the end. What the fuck is that? What is that? Do not tell me that is shit. I don't know what that is, but I'm terrified. Oh my god. Oh no. Also, spam people hoping someone's lost dog is hit by a car and celebrating when When I was a kid, I witnessed my asshole creepy uncle hanging his German Shepherd repeatedly by her leash. She was the sweetest dog. Despite this, fast forward to me in my 20s home on leave from the army. Found out he molested my brother. I got to whip his ass for my brother and that poor dog. I wanted to hang him. That was 40 years ago, and him abusing that dog is burned into my soul. Pissed now thinking of it, and my shepherd and Malinois came up to lay with me. That ass must have felt great for you, man. Actually, I was quite full of rage back in the day. Nothing felt better now. Hatred, rage, anger, all acids that do more damage to the vessel they're carried in versus anything you pour them onto. I like that analogy. I may use it. I used to have a lot of anger. Still do, but I finally realized I can't change my past, but I can change my future. Thank you, and I hope you're doing better. No. When I was young, my dad was super abusive. I saw him hold a knife to my mom's throat while her eye socket was bleeding. I was about 4. The image is still burned into my head. But anyways, around the time I went to a Catholic nursery/primary school, and there was this one nun there that was amazing. Sister Mary. I loved her. She's like Miss Honey and Matilda. One day she saw I wasn't myself and came to speak to me. I explained that I was angry with my dad. And she said something that would be stuck with me for the rest of my life. Being angry with someone is like drinking poison and expecting them to get sick. All it does is harm you. If the person cared about how what they did affected you, they wouldn't have done it in the first place. That changed my whole outlook on life, and she may have just saved me from becoming an angry man. You're a good man. 2 birds with 1 stone. I'd never be able to get those images out of my head either. Much respect for not killing him. If someone hurt my family, I wouldn't be as strong as you were, able to stop. I love they opened a can of whoop ass. Sounds like a real piece of shit. Keep it coming, some people suck. Animal abusers are the biggest piece of shit. We definitely need harsher penalties for those pieces of shit. Wanting to ban a breed is one thing, and I completely understand in a certain case, i.e., spider mothball pythons are a debated topic, since all of them are born with neurological conditions, but they're still a popularly bred moth. I support banning this moth because it only causes the animal to suffer. However, advocating for the death of all existing members of the breed is horrid. I hate these people who claim to love dogs and celebrate the killing of another dog just because it makes us think the breed is bad. It doesn't make you good, it makes you a sick, hypocritical asshole. To be fair, some breeds, like French bulldogs, would probably be better off suddenly dying than having to live in their horrid conditions and dying in pain. To lighten the mood, there is a group of people that are rebreeding franchises and other purposely deformed red dogs back to how they were when they're used for working and not for show. I know they have to fight for those races to be officially adopted and accepted and approved for dog shows, and I hope they achieve that goal soon. At the dog camp I work at, there's a Frenchie with an actual decent muzzle, and her back legs are also natural and not teardrop shaped. She's super docile and not a crackhead like the other Frenchies that come in. Retro pugs are another example of this. I believe the breeders are in Iceland. A Google search brings up some pretty good looking examples of the breed. Cool stuff. Okay, so I'm gonna do two more things, or a couple more comments. Total piece of shit. But for real, put collars in your dogs. I had a close call too. I was just finishing brushing my 6-month-old pup, so her collar was off. And then when my husband came home, carrying in grocery bags, it left a gap wide enough for her to slip out. And then she saw a bunny in the yard and she was gone. She threw a bun into the beyond. Fortunately, after sprinting out barefoot and pajama through the cold muck, screaming like a banshee, she reappeared, heavily trotting from who knows where. The point is, sometimes shit happens. You can do these three, unless it's another one that cracks my eye. This happened when I was in the bathroom and my German Shepherd got out somehow. Luckily, my neighbors were awesome and put her back in my backyard. There's a big rock on the gate to support now, since she's a pretty strong dog. I didn't even know until I went out 30 minutes later. Shit happens. My German Shepherd was thick as 2 short planks, but still intelligent enough to open doors. The fridge and even opened the front door, which had a Yale-like lock on it, and went for a trot down the town. They're incredibly intelligent when your back is turned and they want something. When I was younger, I had a German Shepherd escape through the garden door. Normally, she wouldn't have cared even if the door was open, but on that day, she decided to take a stroll. We found her playing with the other children on the playground down the road. All the neighbors knew her, so they had no problem with it. According to their stories, she was playing for them for half an hour. But yeah, we made sure she wore a collar all the time. I actually only leave/enter my house to the garage so I can airlock my animals into the house. Absolutely no ducking way am I having one of them get outside. My front door is bolted shut in case the company tries to use the door without thinking. Okay, I'm just going to read these 2 final ones. Don't forget to microchip your dogs. Collars fall off. Microchips are checked by vets and dog shelters. I had a fat old dog at the traffic lights by my street. He had no collar. He was obviously lost and friendly, so I told him to jump on the car when we went to the vet to get his chip scanned. They called the owner, and I had to witness the most bizarre phone conversation. Hey, we got Bruno down here at the vet. Another citizen found him wandering by the traffic lights and brought him in. Oh no, that's not my dog. You don't have a dog named Bruno? Oh, I do, but he's at home downstairs. I'm pretty sure this is your dog. I got your contact info from his microchip. Oh, no, my dog's here at home with me. Proceeds to walk downstairs and call for a dog before realizing he's not home. Oh, wait. He's not here. I think that's my dog. I'll come pick him up now. Lol. That same thing happened to my friend's high school when she slimed out. Please, we have her daughter here. She had a mailbox in his truck. Parents, no. Our daughter's asleep in bed. Please, have you check her room? Parents, so where did you say she was? Oh, yeah. Oh my god, this has been 45 minutes. 45 minutes. I think it's enough of awful everything. So, I think this will be all for today. And until next time, bye!